My mom and dad are originally from Mexico. My dad is from Jalisco, and my mom is from Durango. My dad was a master carpenter, is a master carpenter because he's 91 years old now. He got a job with the Teamsters, building ships in California. And he took my mom, and he raised a family in California. But we have a lot of roots in El Paso and in Juarez. But my parents still live in California, and so I have 5 brothers and sisters. Graduated from Santa Ana High School. Right after I graduated from high school, I joined the Army. Right at 18, I joined the Army. Traveled the world, lived in Germany for 4 years, Korea, Middle East, did a combat tour in Iraq, went back to the States. I kind of like the quiet, peaceful life. So my grandmother was living here in El Paso. I said, why don't you come to El Paso? So I did, and I liked it. I liked El Paso. Got a job at FedEx, and I've been with FedEx for 30 years now. Met my wife here, married, have 2 children, and we raised them in the Montwood area. Built the house there. Both my kids went to Helen Ball. We were in the Cub Scouts there. I was a scoutmaster. Then from there they went to Slider, and then from Slider they went to Montwood High School. They joined the band. I became a band booster. And after a year, I was the band booster president, and I became the band booster president for 3 years. Now my kids are in college, and I ran for the board in 2019, and I won. Being a band booster president and having a huge following, because I had almost 200 parents, and they told me, you need to run. So I was honored, when they told me that. I was like, wow, okay, well, if you feel that I have a chance, then I'll stay in. I was overwhelmed by the support that they gave me. So the day of the actual election, I took 50% of the votes. That was really overwhelming for the odds that I had, and for me being in this position. I'm blessed, and I'm grateful, very grateful. Being in the Army and being a sergeant in the Army, well, you tend to fight in the same trenches with your soldiers. Again, I'm a people person, so I like to help. So that's why I like to go into the schools and talk to teachers, to the bus drivers, to the janitors, to the mechanics, and that's just the person that I am. And I was able to get in the fine arts department. Their budget was increased. I think it's a couple of million now. So that's a great thing. I've done a lot of things at the transportation department also, because I work for FedEx, so I feel like the transportation people are part of what my knowledge as far as helping them out. It's a pleasure to be there. It's very rewarding when you know that you fixed something, and then they'll come to you and they'll say, thank you, Mr. Mena. And that just makes it all worthwhile. Doesn't matter the long hours that you put into it. At the end of the day, it's worth it. Even though you don't get paid, it's all volunteer work, but something motivates me inside, and I think it's truly the man upstairs. But when you know that you're doing it for the community, for the children, you know you're doing it for the right purposes and the right things. And that's what keeps me going. To all the parents, SISD community, we are here to serve and educate your children to the best of our ability, to provide the best education. So yes, you are at the right school, at the right district.